Okay, this is for Benno. If the doctor tells you that he doesn't want you playing organized soccer, football, whatever, there's a lot of things you could learn. There's some skills that you could learn that will elevate your game and make it so you'll have more fun playing, you'll be more aware on and off the field, and you'll have more confidence on the ball. The first thing you actually want to learn is how to breathe. There's someone named Dr. Vranich, V-R-A-N-I-C-H, who teaches you how to breathe. Just search Dr. Vranich, how to breathe. It's a TED Talk. Watch it, it takes a few minutes. And what's going to help you learn is why breathing through your stomach as opposed to your upper back and your shoulders is better for soccer players, in theory, right? If you ask someone to take a deep breath, most people will go like this. They'll go, their shoulders will raise, their upper back will raise. Dr. Vranich says that this is not the best way to breathe, and that you actually want to breathe in through your stomach. Right, and this uses less energy. She says that two players of equal skill level, the one with better stamina endurance is going to win every time. So this is a super important skill to learn. So that's Dr. Vranich, V-R-A-N-I-C-H, how to breathe. The second thing that can really elevate your game, that's low impact, that's super cheap to learn, and only takes a minute a day, and you could use it as a warm-up, as a cool down, as a it improves every part of your game, and that's using an RMT rope. This is just some soft rope that you can get at a local hardware store, at a fishing store. And the reason why it's so powerful is because it's like having a soccer gym that you could fit in your bag or your pocket, because as you swing the rope, you start to harmonize your body's movement and rhythm, right? Your body's connected from your fingers to your toes. So as you start swinging the rope, you bend and twist your spine, you strengthen your core, and then you start to work on, it helps you improve your running mechanics. It also helps improve your juggling, and it'll improve your striking of the ball. It'll help improve even your dribbling, the timing aspect of it. So you just want to, at first, start to appreciate swing it with both hands. And then there's different patterns that you can learn with the rope. The guy who invented RMT rope flow, his name is David Weck, W-E-C-K. And he says if you could only learn one pattern, you want to learn the alternating underhand sneak. And it looks like this. This is going to help you become more explosive on the field. It's going to prevent injuries. It's going to help with your running mechanics, which means you're going to be able to run faster, effortlessly. So search David Weck, RMT rope, and it'll help you grow your game in a fun and effortless way. So this is step 2. Step 3. This is an SKLZ solo kick trainer. You could get them at Walmart. You could order them from Amazon. It's about $24 US dollars. This is something that's used by multi-million-dollar clubs all over the world. Sevilla, Ajax, AC Milan. Wesley Sneijder talks about using kick trainers in his youth. And the reason it's so powerful is because you could cram months of training into days or weeks, right? It's simple ball striking, developing your left and your right foot. You get immediate feedback, right? Immediate feedback. If you mishit it, you can correct your striking, and you want to get good contact while breathing. Smooth. Really hone your technique, and you could bring it everywhere you go, right? In 10 minutes of walking around the block, walking your dog or whatever, you can get close to 1,200 touches, right? So it's just an effortless way to get more touches on the ball. And it's, if you're in a busy city, or if you're near a road where there's lots of cars, right? You don't want to lose the ball and it cause an accident, or you don't want to get crushed by a car. So it's safer and or if you're in the house, you won't smash picture frames or break things that are valuable. So this is a great tool if you're watching Premier League or watching Bundesliga, whatever, that you can just get a lot of touches in a fun and effortless way, right? And you could make it yourself, close to $10. Size 1 ball, a length of rope that's as long from your hip bone to your ankle, and you just tie a handle, some duct tape. So this is step 3. Step 4. A lot of players can juggle. Not a lot of players can juggle the ball with no spin or forward spin. The reason why juggling with no spin or forward spin is important, the reason it's because if you can learn to develop no spin or forward spin juggling, it's going to help you develop a more powerful shot, which means it's going to be harder for goalkeepers to save because your shots will knuckle and dip. You'll also be able, if you really practice to develop the ability to make the ball go over walls for free kicks, it's just going to help your striking abilities, and it's going to help you really lock your ankle. Through lots of repetitions of no spin juggling, you're going to be able to get better contact on the ball, and you're just going to be able to crush a ball so that whenever you shoot or whenever you're striking a ball, you're going to have a more powerful ping. So the key is to use the bounce, right? When you're learning this technique, you want to let gravity, use the ground to let the ball pop up, and just get that, lock that ankle so you're getting that forward spin or no spin, right? Forward spin, no spin. Ideally you want forward spin, but no spin is also good, right? I'm not using the ground because there's rocks and sand, right? But if you're on grass or if you're on pavement or whatever, anything with a nice bounce, let it bounce and then pop it up, no spin or forward spin, no spin or forward spin, right? So that's technique or skill number 4 or 5. So that's something that completely changed. When one of my coaches told us to practice this technique for whatever reason, I listened, and it completely elevated my game as a soccer player. So that's a big one. This last one, it's called the Tom Turnbull dribbling sequence. It goes like this. With one foot, you go outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. And the key is to say the sequence out loud when you're doing it. When you say it out loud when you're doing it, you establish a mind-body connection. It helps you internalize the sequence in your muscles and in your mind, right? And you want to go slow in the beginning. Whenever I try and teach this to players, they go too fast, right? They try and go way too fast. So you want to go slow and smooth. Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. And even if you're a goalkeeper who says, well, I'm a goalkeeper, why do I need to have effective dribbling abilities? When you have defenders, or when you have forwards sprinting at you, trying to, crush you and score a goal, if you're a goalkeeper and have excellent dribbling abilities, you're going to be able to evade them or fake clearing out the ball and have the calmness and awareness to cut the ball back to give yourself more options. So it's going to give you, it's going to add a depth to your awareness and your vision so that you can outmaneuver forwards, and it's going to make it so that you're going to have more fun as goalkeeper. Right, so to recap, number 1, the most important skill, breathing. Dr. Branich, Branich, how to breathe, her TED Talk. 2, RMT rope, David Weck, W-E-C-K, and the pattern you want to learn is the alternating underhand sneak. Number 3, SKLZ Solo Kick Trainer from Amazon, 24 bucks, or make one yourself. Number 4, juggling with no spin. Any size ball, rotating between different size balls. Smaller balls will help you improve precision. Heavier balls will help you improve power. When you juggle both of them, they're going to sharpen your touch, make you more dangerous on the field. And number 5, Tom Turnbull dribbling sequence. Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. If you do even a minute of all of these things every day, when you get back on the field or get the okay from the doctors to say that you can play again, you are going to be 10 times the player that you've ever been. I only started doing some of these things. I only learned some of these things in the past year, and I'm 10 years out from playing D1 college soccer, and I'm 10 times the player I was in college. With these simple tools, they're fundamentals, and they're super powerful. So I promise you spend a few minutes devoting some time to it, and it'll change your life. So hope this helps, and reach out with any questions. Thank you.